you're shopping around for a mid-sized luxury sedan, then of course the first thing you think about when looking for comfort and luxury has to be the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. If it is a dynamic drive, more spirited and agile, what comes to mind has to be the BMW 3 Series. But if you're thinking Audi A5, what is its unique selling point? I cannot think of one on the top of my head, and that's exactly what I want to find out today. What makes the A5 better than its competitors? First off, let me note that the A5 is actually replacing the A4. So this was meant to be the new A4, but it is now the A5, at least for this generation. Now let's talk about styling. I do think they've kept it very sleek and very contoured in its lines. A mix of like aggressive styling as well as, you know, just sophisticated lines. Up front, you have sleek headlights, LED with high beam technology. I do like that you can personalize that and really play around with how that looks. The grille actually has an interesting design, half open on top and then closed just below there by where the plate is. Air intakes glossed out, and I do think that's actually quite a nice addition. They're quite prominent and make the car look a little bit aggressive. Over on the side, you have your 19-inch alloys with your run flats. This is also an S-line, so all four derivatives do come with the S-line standard, which I do think adds a little bit of a sporty element. You also have blacked out side mirrors as well as the black framing around the windows, and it also comes out with blacked out door handles, and the design I think is actually quite nice. Although it retains its saloon sort of characteristics and design, it also does have a sloping roofline, making it very coupe-esque, and I quite like that, making it sort of fastback and sporty in its nature. Around the back, it also has a singular taillight, bulky on the side, and then you have your two tailpipes. Those are actually quite real. Gonna put my hand in. Yep, those are real. Nice surprise. You have 446 liters worth of boot space, and that's a nice thing you get with sedans. The boot space is always so practical. You do have a large bay to just put in all your bags and everything else that you might need to travel in there. It's time to get into the car, and that's actually my favorite part of this car because that interior, sublime. One thing I must commend Audi for has to be this new cabin. It is phenomenal. I mean, look at this white interior, the seats, the stitching, just the overall luxury and sophistication. You have a very nice color combination in this car, that white contrast on the black dashboard. I really think it works so nicely together. You also have this huge digital infotainment screen in front of you, what Audi calls the digital stage. Panoramic is really big, it grabs your attention. Graphics, I must say, just the best that I've seen in a long time. And it's also just user-centric, so it is sort of angled towards the user, which I really do enjoy as well. But it does not leave out the passenger because they do get a screen of their own. I do think that the addition of that second passenger screen does sort of set the benchmark in this segment. In front of me, I also have a flat bottom leather wrapped multifunctional steering wheel, also can be heated, and you also do get 36 options of ambient lighting. Optional extras on this car would include the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Another optional extra I would think about ticking off would be the switchable transparency panoramic sunroof, because it actually has a technology that is quite unseen in the segment. So you can close this all the way, creating an opaque sort of sunroof illusion, or open it up on those partly cloudy days. Another new addition inside Audi A5's interior has to be where they have positioned the lights. So they're now sitting on the door and not on the toggle as you would have found them before. You also do have obviously your mirror option, how to change and customize those, and also your seat settings which is quite interesting, weird, different, but I do think it's quite unique. So Audi in South Africa has given us 4 model lineups as well as 2 engine options. They come in 2-liter 7-speed dual transmission. It comes in a 146 kilowatt and 316 Newton meter torque engine. It also comes in the 200 kilowatt and 400 Newton meter. We have the 146 right now that I'm piloting, and it actually does feel good. I do think that it has enough power and kind of excites you to levels of feeling like, you know, you are enjoying the open road and you are enjoying how it's handling. I do feel, however, that in its handling, it's not as dynamic or spirited as you would find the BMW 330. It does lean a little bit more into the comfort side of things. Cabin is really well insulated. It feels very premium and just very sturdy and strong as well. One thing this car is definitely not is lazy. Let's talk fuel efficiency. Audi had claimed around 6.5, 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers. We have been doing about 8.5 to 9. It has a starting price of 1.23 million rand up to 1.281,800 million rand for the black edition. Great car, undeniably. It drives well, loads of tech, love the cabin space. It really is quite a nice package, but at 1.2 million rand, 23 million rand, I do think it should not be coming above the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Audi could have benefited from just bringing it a little bit lower, especially in its entry point, just to make it a bit more competitive. So have I been able to find the USP for this car, the unique selling proposition, the characteristic that makes it stand out from all the rest? Not really. I think the jury is still out on that one.